All right, so a new week, everybody. Monday, June 8th. So Chinese, Filipino, Thai, Indonesian, French and Dog Brothers, Japanese. Okay, big old arm circles to the front. Warm it up. Backwards. Good. Palms out, medium-sized circles to the front. Change directions. Okay, palms down, small circles. Change directions. Good. Alternating hugs takes all that tension out of your shoulders. Very nice. Left hand on top of your right. Push it down. Palm up. Stretch out. Good. Switch hands. Push it down. Palm up. Stretch out. Shake it out. Get all that tension out of your fingers, out of your wrists, and so on. All right, we're going to look right and look left. Very nice. We're going to look up and look down. We're going to alternate trying to touch our temples to our shoulders. Very nice. Put your feet together, hands on your knees, knee rotations. One direction. Go the other way. Good. Feet about shoulder width apart. Hands on your hips, hip rotations one direction. Go the other way. All right, time. So open your feet about shoulder width apart, hands up, make fists. And remember when we work on our battle punches, sometimes called our Jeet Kune Do, or our straight blast, or our chain punches, those are all names, different names for the same thing. We're hitting the same point in space. You know, think of a gear in the chain of a bicycle and how that gear, even though it's probably very thin, how it rotates over the same points in space. Well, our hands do the same thing, okay? So we're going to start fixed. Everybody hands up. We're going to do 10 sets. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. Now we're going to open our fingers. Put your left hand in front. Okay. Go to your left. 1. Open. Go to the center. 2. Open. Go to the right. 3. Open. Center. 4. Open. Left. 5. Open. Center. 6. Open. Right. 7. And center. 8. Left. 9. Back to center. 10. All right. And once again, just relax for a quick second. You know, if we were training personally in physical proximity, the way it would work is, you know, you would start 1, 2, 3. You would go to the center, punch to the center. You would open your fingers. Fingertips would touch the gloves. Then, you know, you might go to your left. You would fire to your left, open your fingertips, touch the gloves, go back to center, do your set over here, open your fingertips, touch, and go to the right, and then back to center. That's usually the way we hold for that, just so you recognize that, you know, in the future. Okay, so now everybody, left foot in the air, right foot on the ground. So left foot in the air. If you have a balance check, like I've said it before, even though these are really nice mats, sometimes they're a little hard to balance on. If you have a balance check, just go right back to bringing your foot up. Hands up, and 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Switch feet. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. All right. Let's play our game. Then we're going to go back to another warm-up exercise that I think we've only looked at once or twice since we've been training online. Okay, so ready? Round 1. Block. Block. Duck. Duck. Jump. Jump. Block. 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 Duck. Duck. And jump. Very nice. All right, round 2, you already know the rules, so I can verbally fake you out, but that's the only difference. Ready? Here we go. Block. 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 Duck. 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 Block. Jump. 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 And duck. Nice. All right, round 3. Same thing. We're just going to go slightly faster. Pardon me, and I'll try and accommodate for the lag factor on Zoom here. Here we go. Ready? And duck. Duck. Jump. Jump. Block. 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 Jump. Nice job. Really nice. That's excellent. That's fun to watch on my end. Very cool. Okay, so let's again, when I taught this, I think you both were there. Basically, we're going to play a martial arts related version of Simon Says. Okay, usually we call it Adrian Says because I got this from Adrian Chai, president of the World Thai Boxing Association. He doesn't call it Adrian Says. That's just the kind of the name that I came up with for it. Adrian just means like master, head level instructor in Thai. So remember with this, everybody, the secret, don't do anything until you hear me say the word go. Go is a magic word. That's how I'm going to try and trick you. So listen for the word go. Okay, so the game hasn't started yet. Everybody just stand there in neutral posture, and I'm not trying to trick you. Okay, hands at your side, just hands down. Okay, all right, and the game starts now. So since the game has started, get in a left lead. Oh, almost got you, Danny. Okay, get in a left lead, everybody, go. Good. Good. Ready, and jab, cross, slap. Jab, cross, slap. Good. Jab, cross, slap, go. Nice. Change leads, right lead. Good. Change leads, right lead, go. Good. Jab, cross, slap, just like before. Go ahead. Or go. That was cheap. That was. Let me. That was kind of bad on me. I said go ahead. What did I mean? So go. Okay. Jab, cross, slap, go. I got to be a little bit more clear. That's on me. I apologize. Jab, cross, slap. Jab, cross, body slap, go. Good. Change leads. Change leads. Good. Change leads, go. Excellent job. Nice. Okay. So Jeet Kune Do roundhouse kick sandwich series number 4. So you're going to kick, hammer fist, lead uppercut, hammer fist, and kick. Very good. Okay. So same combo, number 4, hammer fist, rear hammer fist, lead uppercut, rear hammer fist in between the kicks. Go. Good. Okay. Cross, body slap, head slap, cross in between the kicks. Let me see that. Excellent. Cross, body slap, head slap, cross in between the kicks. That's number 5. This is an orange belt requirement. Go. Nice. Very nice. Cross, lead uppercut, rear uppercut, slap, and cross in between the kicks. Go. Cross, uppercut, uppercut, slap, and cross. Nice job. Good. Okay. So you're both kind of in your box stance. Let me see your kick stance. Oh, wait for me to say go. That's all right. That's good. Good. Everybody kick stance. Go. Good. So just hang there for a second. So everybody remember, this is regardless of the game. We're still playing the game, but we're kind of doing a review while we play the game, okay? So remember, your kick stance is more full front. Like this point, this kind of target, right dead center is your sternum. Remember that your sternum faces front when you're in your kick stance, right? Left hand is in front of the right hand, just slightly. Left hand is in front of the right hand, chin tucked down, and then you want to make sure that you're up off that rear heel. I'm not going to move the camera, but just make sure that. That's your kick stance. Okay, so cover with the right, left horizontal elbow, and you're going to say sock and freeze. Go. Reset. Go. We're still playing the game. I'm doing a review here. Same elbow, lead horizontal elbow. Make sure you say sock. Go. Sock. Good. Reset. Go. Wait for me to say go. We're still kind of playing the game, but I'm getting some review done here. Okay. Wait for me to say go. Left cover, right turns open or closed, outward, downward diagonal elbow. So it's a rear downward diagonal elbow. It's an angle 1, even though we're not doing stick right now. That's the angle. If you know angle 1, that's the angle. So we're all in kick stance. You're still going to say sock, go, sock. Good. Reset, go. Wait for me to say go. We're still playing our game. Same elbow, go. Nice. Keep your eyes forward. Reset, go. Good, good. When you do it, just make sure you keep your eyes forward. This is the one, pardon me, everybody kind of, they want to like look away. I don't understand. Your opponent's in front of you. Keep your eyes in front of you. Kick stance, go. Everybody kick stance, go. Okay. Lead, so your left, rising, diagonal, so it goes up. So from your perspective, you would be elbowing me up this direction with your left elbow, okay? So right cover, rising, diagonal left elbow, lead, rising, diagonal elbow. Go. Reset, go. Same elbow, go. Reset, go. Now, let me see the opposite. So the right, rising, cover with the left, right or rear rising diagonal elbow. Make sure you say sock, go. Reset. So think about your uppercutting me with the elbow this direction, okay? So cut a little higher. Ready, kick stance, everybody go, and elbow, go. Good, reset, go. Keep your eyes forward, okay. One more time, same elbow, rear, right, rising, diagonal, elbow, go. Okay, relax your body for a second, go. Just relax, just stand there and relax, okay? So there's two ways to look at it for the tool requirement for elbows for your orange belt. You can look at it as 3 elbows with one of them on both sides, or you can look at it as 4 elbows. You got to have your lead horizontal, you got to have your rear downward diagonal, and you have to have both your lead and your rear rising diagonal, okay? You can certainly throw a rear horizontal, but just like the rear slap, most people don't generally like it as much as doing a horizontal with the lead. You can certainly throw a downward diagonal with the lead, but most people usually don't like it as much as throwing with the rear. Okay, everybody stand up. Oh, I didn't say go. It's all right. Everybody stand up, go. It's a good format because we get a nice review. Everybody kick stance, go. Okay, so this is actually an orange belt requirement. We just didn't spend a lot of time on it, which was sort of my oversight, Danny. So when I tested you for your orange belt, I didn't put a lot of emphasis on this. Straight knee number 1, your hands go out. Your right hand is in front of your left hand for the moment. See how my hands are synced up with my knee. This is my right knee. Boom. Then by the time it touches back on the ground, I'm in my kick stance, okay? So that's straight knee number 1. Fingertips pointing up towards the ceiling, right? And remember, I won't actually be making contact with my right hand. It's not a BUG, because that would be illegal in Thai boxing. I just want the person, boom, for a moment to see the inside of my glove when I knee them. So kick stance, go. Hold your kick stance like you are. Okay, when I say go, straight knee number 1, tang. That's what it's going to look like. And you're going to say tang. Tang means spear. Like a spear. Imagine this had a, you all know what a spear is. That's the energy that we want for our knee, is like if this had a spear tip, boom, that it thrusts in like a spear. That's the energy, tang, that comes in with, but it still goes in straight, okay? So straight knee number 1, go. Good. And the vocalization, whether it's sock or tang, and you'll learn a few more, is important, because if you've ever heard the expression get the wind knocked out of you, that means that you got punched in the low diaphragm so hard that it forced you to expel carbon dioxide from the respiratory cycle. When that happens, the respiratory system needs to reset, and that can take anywhere from 30 seconds to 5 minutes. Depending on how badly you got the wind knocked out of you. 30 seconds to 5 minutes is an eternity to struggle breathing. Okay, the fight's basically over. So why is the vocalization sock, tang? Why is that so important? Because as you move, you're speaking and you're breathing. So you're not holding your breath. It's when we hold our breath, boom, and then we get punched in the stomach, that it forcibly expels that carbon dioxide from a respiratory cycle. Okay, so the vocalization is very, very important. All right, when we say sock or when we say tang, and then later there will be a few other things. So everybody, kickstands, go. Okay, straight knee number 1, go. Good. Straight knee number 1, go. Straight knee number 1, go. And straight knee number 1. Oh, Danny, I got you. I didn't say go. Straight knee number 1, both of you, go. Very nice. Okay, so keeping with this, going right now, don't drop your hands. Just stand here. I won't talk that long, I promise. Believe me or not. Okay, same modality, but now we're going into Thai boxing requirements for green belt. Lower body doesn't change what you're doing with your lower body. Upper body, both hands just slap down. You don't want to do this because you're going to get knocked out. So just that, just a little slap, but your hands stay up. Tang, tang, that's straight knee number 2. Straight knee number 2, go. Good, go. Same, I'm sorry, I should have called it. Same knee, straight knee number 2, go. Straight knee number 2, go. And straight knee number 2, go. Good. Hold your kickstand for 1 second. Straight knee number 3, drop your right hand, reach out slightly with your left hand, parry across your face. Tang, tang. So the cross is coming. I can drop this for just a split second. I reach out and I pat it at the tricep. By the time my foot touches the floor, though, I want my hands back up. This one, I will admit, is probably the most awkward to do in the air, but how do we get better at something if we don't practice it? We got to practice it. So straight knee number 3, go. Good. Make sure you say tang. Straight knee number 3, go. Good. Straight knee number 3, go. Straight knee number 3, go. Good. Hold your kickstands, go. Hold your kickstands. Listen to my instructions. Straight knee number 1, go. Good. Straight knee number 1, go. Good. Straight knee number 2, go. Got it? Straight knee number 2, go. Straight knee number 3, go. Nice. Straight knee number 3, go. Okay, at random, straight knee number 2, go. Straight knee number 3, go. Straight knee number 2, go. Straight knee number 1, go. And straight knee number 1, go. Good. Okay, hold your kickstands for 1 second. Go. Hold your kickstands. Okay, so imagine that you were close enough to put this left hand on the back of my head and to lay your right hand on the back of your left hand. So if I wrap that around the back of your neck and then I reinforced it, I can have my hands like this. I can have my hands like this. I cannot interlock my fingers. So even when you're all about to do what you're going to do, I don't ever want to see in any martial arts situation, I don't want you to see the clinch with fingers locked. You can make the X with your wrists, or we call this gable grip. You can use your gable grip. You're not allowed to interlock your fingers. You'll break them. Okay, so this is fine. So in a moment when we're all kickstands, go. When I say clinch, watch me first. I'm going to say clinch and go. I want you to take the clinch. When you take the clinch in the air, I want you to even your feet up. You should not be in a lead. If you take the clinch with one leg back, you're going to get kneed there. So in a moment when I say clinch, go, you're going to even your feet up and you're either here or here. So everybody kick stance, go. Everybody take the clinch in the air, go. Good. And just move your hands so you can see me, okay? Make sure you can see me. Just imagine you're clinching somebody about the same height as you. So if you, as you get tired, if I start doing this, this means I'm clinching like a 7-year-old kid, okay? We gotta have hands up about roughly the same height as somebody, or on clinching somebody about the same height as you, okay? For now though, you can move your hands to the side, or I'll let you drop your hands just while I give you instruction, okay? So we have the person in the clinch, and I'm not in a lead. Skip knee number 1. I slide my foot back. I knee them. I set my foot down. I slide the other one back. This does not require gymnastic abilities, nor am I doing anything. So look real quickly before you guys just hang on 1 second. I knee with my left, I set it down, then I move the right. I knee with the right, I set it down. As I set it down, I slide with the left. I am not doing this. I can't even do it, it's so wrong. Like knee and slide. That's, everybody wants to do it that way. You're doing this if you do that, you're doing this old dance from the 90s called the running man. This is not the running man, okay? This is, I've clinched up, I knee them, I set that foot down, I slide the other one back. I knee them, I set that down, and I slide the other foot back. So here's my clinch, knee, slide, knee, slide. So this does not take like gymnastic abilities. It's very simple. From the side, knee, slide. Knee with the left, slide the right. Knee with the right, slide the left. Knee with the left, slide the right. So let me see both of you. Just keep that going in the air. Go. This is called skip knee number 1. There's going to be 2 of these. Remember to try to keep your hands a little higher. You got somebody at least the same height as you, and your hands are around the back, okay? So this is a green belt requirement, but Brendan, you might as well, like we always say, start learning it now. So this is skip knee. Straight knee was all the way at kicking range. The skip knees are at the clinch. Okay, time, good job. Okay, so skip knee number 2, and there's only 2 of them. All you have to remember, skip knee number 1 stays on the ground. It arms, like my right foot is armed, knee. My left leg is armed, knee. Skip knee number 1, arms on the ground. Skip knee number 2 leaves the ground. So I hop back, knee. Hop back, knee. Hop, knee. Hop, knee. So it's the same as skip knee number 1. As I go to, so I knee with my left, I hop back with my right, as opposed to sliding. So I knee and I just hop back, okay? So everybody stand up. Okay, the game's over. The game's over, so don't worry about me saying go. You did a great job. That's not a trick, okay? So everybody up. And no lead, take the clinch, okay? And have your right foot leave the ground. Knee, before you set it down, hop back with the left. It's just here. Instead of sliding it, it just hops back. But it doesn't require any kind of like gymnastic ability. Your balance has to be a little bit better than number one because you're leaving the ground. Okay, good. Time. Very good. Everybody just kickstands real fast. So let's review everything. Number one, straight knee. Tang, we'd say tang, right? So just do a few of those. You don't have to wait for me to say go. Okay, straight knee number two. We would say tang normally. Lower body stays the same, but the hands, it's this. Number three, here. Okay, so like I said, those are longer distance knees. Knees where you would be at kicking range, boom, and come in and score with those knees at long range. Versus the skip knees, I would clinch you, bam, and then throw from there. So everybody, you're in your kick, yeah. Put yourself in your clinch, and remember, whenever you take the clinch, even in the air, you've got to make sure you're not in a lead. If you're in a lead, whichever side is back is going to get kneed. So when I clinch, I got to be here. So slide knee, slide knee, slide knee. That's number one. If it stays on the ground, it's skip knee number one. If it leaves the ground, then it's going to be skip knee number two. Okay? And the good news, there's only one more knee to learn at clinch range and one more, but we're going to learn that another time. Okay, so we have that down. We have, I'm just going to briefly remind you the Thai Boxing Association Focus Mitt series, we're not going to do it because I know you both know how to do it. That's an orange belt requirement, the jab, the cross, the 4 count, bob and weave to 2 punches, bob and weave to 3 punches, low ride to 3 punches, low ride to 2 punches. But you both know that one. We'll start, hopefully on Wednesday I can get, Katana's just got a few things going on right now that are wrapping up. I can get Katana to help me because the only other thing, and I still want to review this for you, Danny, even though you have your orange belt already, I want to make sure everybody's really clear on the difference between the Thai style kick, which I always call like the baseball bat style kick, versus the snapping kick, the Savate and the Jeet Kune Do kick, which is the whip. And remember again, my trick question, which one would you rather get hit with, a whip or a bat? There's no good answer. They're both terrible. So what we really want to do, we want to get good at both methodologies. We want to get good with both kinds of weapons because they both present different opportunities. If I had, I'm just making this up. This will probably never happen in your lifetime, but I'm just giving you an example. If I had maybe 2 people that I wanted to keep at long range, I didn't want them to get in on me, well, a flexible weapon like a whip is really ideal. The baseball bat, I've got to pick my spot a little bit better because I've got to commit and come in to do damage with the baseball bat. Doesn't mean the baseball bat's not dangerous, right? And Danny's swinging for the fences, okay? It means there's a right time and a wrong time for everything. So that's why the whip, the snapping style kicks are a little bit better suited to staying out at long range. The Thai, the baseball bat style kick is when there's an opportunity. Maybe you've already hit them a little bit, and you're going to get ready to like kick the outside of the leg or something and end the fight, okay? All right, so let's go single stick because, Danny, I wasn't really and this is going to be a little weird even right now because I don't have a partner available to me. There is a Sombrada requirement for orange belt. We didn't really spend a lot of time on it because I was kind of evaluating how to go over this with you through the technology. And this particular requirement, everybody stay where you're at, but it's a little bit, it's really truly impossible to do, well, almost through the technology. So it's 3-count Sombrada with only the drop stick, and this will be your requirement, Brendan. And Brendan, since you have, you know, parents who train with you, this is something you can actually demo, you know, when we go to test you for orange. It's not necessary right now, but let me just say this. Usually this is a better requirement with a stick, with both partners having a stick. And the reason why is you're trying to do 3-count Sombrada, but not let the sticks click together. This is called silent Sombrada. It's a nickname that one of my students actually came up with. And so all of us, we're gonna do this through the technology. So everybody stand up, okay? Everybody bring your stick down, you know, just kind of low, like you already hit through, okay? So if I'm B and you're A, imagine that you roof block, but you don't allow your stick, if you had a wooden stick, to make contact with mine. Still very close. And you're still gonna check either here or here, okay? Then you're gonna return angle 1, but you're gonna pull it. I'm gonna indicate the inside deflect in the air. I'm not gonna let our sticks make contact. I'm gonna check your hand. And then I would return this angle 4. You're gonna drop stick, but you would not let your stick make contact. You know, like I saw Brendan a moment ago, like he was keeping his stick just a little bit elevated. That's where you would be. Now you would go for the top of my head. I would roof, but I wouldn't allow our sticks to make contact if they were wooden. I would give you angle 1, you all would inside deflect, but you wouldn't actually let the stick, we'd pull it, right? And then you'd give me an angle 4, and I'd do my drop stick, but I'd keep my stick slightly elevated, okay? So there's no changes in the drill. You all know the drill. It's just we're not allowing the sticks to make contact. Now, why do we have that? That version of Sombrada actually exists for when, like, if you had a secret, like a special forces or a commando unit. This actually happened in like the Philippines in World War II. You're moving a small group through enemy territory, enemy-controlled territory, and at night they wanted to practice, but they didn't want to make any noise. So imagine, you know, I'll come right back. I know I've left the frame. Imagine for a second that, you know, I've got my favorite sword, right? So this is a trainer for a barong. There's lots of different shapes of single-handed sword. This is obviously not a sword. I don't need to use 2 hands for this. This is a single-handed weapon, okay? And this barong is my personal favorite shape of sword. So imagine that we're camped for the night. We're behind enemy lines or we're approaching enemy lines. It's not quite bedtime. We want to do a little bit of light practice, but we don't want to make any noise because we're going to give away our position. I shouldn't say more important, just as importantly, if we actually do Sombrada with a real blade, well, we're going to get nicks in the edge called burrs. We don't want burrs. Burrs are horrible. Like you might, sometimes you have to replace the blade or refile it. So everybody stand up again. Imagine that you have a sword as well, right? So, or you have a real trainer there. So if we're practicing, if you're feeding me for my roof, we're absolutely not going to let the blades make contact. I'm feeding you for your inside deflect. Okay, we're not going to let the blades make contact. You're giving me an angle 4. Here's my drop stick, but we're not going to let the blades make contact. Here's your roof, right? And you're checking, but we keep them not like a crazy distance apart, but we maintain distance. We don't let the blades make contact. Then you give me my angle 1, right? And here's my inside deflect, but we don't let the swords touch. Then here's my angle 4, setting you up for your drop stick. Beautiful. But we don't let the swords touch. So we call that silent sombrata. So typically in a live class like Danny, hopefully, you know, our classes will resume again on the island at some point, hopefully not too long from now. We would do that. I would give you all wooden sticks because I know you've made a mistake. Click if I hear the sticks click together. That's the way that I would call it, silent sombrata. The other thing, even though I don't teach blade in this offensive blade in this program, you know, like Brendan, you have a sword trainer there that you're working with. The other thing to think about, everybody stand up for just one moment, okay? And Brandon, if you want to use, if you know, whatever you want to use, it's fine. Yeah, if you have that sword, use that sword. Okay, so as you all cut, setting me up for my roof block, do that cut. See, I would turn this out. I wouldn't meet it like this. I would meet it like this, right? Because I want the edge. Here, hang on one second. I want the edge. This is another sword trainer, and don't be worried. These aren't sharp. If you ever see, like, if we ever train together live, I don't ever bring live blades onto the training floor. It's too dangerous. So these are real. They exist, but they're not edge. They haven't been sharpened. So they're trainers. They're safe, just like what Brendan has at home there. So this is another sword trainer, right? So I'll kind of illustrate this for you. If this is the edge going, you know, for me, I want that to meet on the outside. I don't want to go here because this is edge to edge. I turn this because I want a roof block. I don't want to get cut, but I don't want to. I mean, if the alternative was I was going to get cut, yes, I'm going to save my life and prevent it. But if I have the wherewithal, I'm going to turn this out so that we're meeting on the flat. Okay. As the angle 1 comes in, and it's my inside deflect, if that's the next movement, see, I'm turning this to go here. I'm meeting with the flat, not blade to blade or edge to edge, I should say. Okay. Now we'll always do edge to edge if it's going to save our life. Like if I have no, heck yeah. Okay. But if I can turn that, I want to turn that to use the flat. And then the drop stick would be the same thing, right? As the angle 4 is coming in, instead of this, well, I'm going to go here, right? And I'm going to, there, right? So very important to understand that. We call that edge awareness. And that's something, you know, that's why it is good every now and then to work just with some trainers, okay? So that's silent sombrata. Now let's go back for, so silent sombrata, which based on everything I've seen, Brendan, you could do that today. So it's just 3 count sombrata, sticking with the drop stick, but not allowing the sticks to make contact for the sake of the blade, as I just explained it, right? So Danny, what do you need to have now? You have regular 3 count sombrata, you know, allowing the sticks to click or make contact. Your foundation, gentlemen, is always the drop stick. The drop stick, because throughout this curriculum, you've already started seeing this. The Inosanto Filipino Martial Arts curriculum, we use this sombrata drill with almost every weapons configuration. Single stick, double stick, long and short. If we are two-handed, I can roof, I can inside deflect, and I can drop stick. We use that. We could be sword and shield. A lot of the time in class at the Inosanto Academy, we'd use a tie pad because we had lots of those lying around. So you have, this represents my shield. I wear this on the outside of my arm in a way that I would never hold a tie pad in Thai boxing class because I would injure myself. But my roof can be here. And sometimes we just intercept with the shield. Sometimes we do the motion with both tools. Okay, I can inside deflect and check, or I can just meet it and then return the angle force. So you're gonna do, if you continue with me, you're gonna do 3-count sombrada with almost every conceivable weapons configuration. Staff, it wouldn't make any difference, right? Like a long two-handed weapon. Okay, so the reason I'm saying that, drop stick is always your foundation. You always go back to drop stick. Like anytime that if I ever ask you, okay, now we're doing double, you don't have to pick up 2 sticks, but the first time I ask you to do double stick, here's my roof, here's my inside deflect, there's my double drop stick. I always go back to drop stick as my foundation for the third beat. Okay, so we're gonna cycle through one time, and you're both gonna mirror me through the technology. So feed me over the top for my roof. Here's my roof, right? Here's your inside deflect. And then you give me angle 4. So it's this beat that we're talking about. I would intercept that. You wouldn't go all the way through. Here's the drop stick. So now we're switching sides. It's your roof. You return the angle 1. It's my inside deflect. I return the angle 4 and you drop stick. Good. Okay. Now, 3 variables. You go over the top. Roof stays consistent for me. Inside deflect stays consistent for you. And now when you give me angle 4, see, here's my outside deflect. So my outside deflect, the stick goes from my left shoulder to my right shoulder, bouncing off the weapon. And then I always check. So now it's your roof. It's my inside deflect. Okay. And now put that stick on your left shoulder, gentlemen, on your left shoulder. Other shoulder, Danny, left shoulder. There you go. And imagine as I give you this angle 4, you bounce it to your right shoulder off of the stick and you check. That's it. So that's the outside deflect. Now we continue with the cycle. It's my roof. It's your inside deflect. Then the next one is you give me angle 4. I drop this down here, right? So here's my low shield. Now it's your roof. It's my inside deflect. Okay. Now tilt the tip down to your right because this angle's coming in. Yep. And then so you meet it with the stick and you check. That's it. That's the low shield. And then the last one, it's my roof. This roof always stays. It's your inside deflect. Inside deflect always stays. Those never change. Then as you give me my angle 4, see, here's the gunting. Like this. So I open, called gunting means scissors. So you roof, you return the angle 1, it's my inside deflect. Now when I give you this angle 4, the tip goes down to your left and you have your hand here and you just reverse scissor open, but tip to your other side, Danny. The other way. That's the low shield. There you go. And then just put your left hand here. Yep, and then that's it. So see, as this line comes in, the third variation is the gunting. That's the one. Okay, so very nice. That's excellent. And let's just review double stick, and then we're gonna be low. We're gonna be at a time. Okay, so grab 2 sticks, super quick. Because I believe both of you already know both of these, so it's great. So left under the right arm, this is my right, this is my left. So redondo 6, inward, backhand, inward tuck, inward left, backhand right, inward left tuck, right? And the visual that I always give is helicopter blades, right? So these kind of stay lateral shots. This is versus point down, right? So that's our second one. Umbrella 6. Okay, so it's still inward, backhand, inward, inward, backhand, inward. It's just, does this first shot stay lateral? If it stays mostly lateral, it's redondo 6, helicopter blades. If it goes point down, then it's umbrella 6. Okay, so those two patterns, which you've been doing those for a long time already, Brendan, so you have a leg up, but those are your two orange belt double stick requirements. The nice part is they're basically the same pattern. Like we've discussed, redondo 6 is when you just want to run through the person. You think you have the advantage. Umbrella 6 is when maybe you're scared of them, which happens. Anybody who says they're not scared of anybody, I'm never scared of anybody I fight 100% of the time. Well, you're either crazy or reckless, because I fought tons of people as a stick fighter. I still fight people that I'm scared of all the time. All right. Maybe instead of scared, like respect. I have a healthy respect that they can still hurt me if I'm reckless. So the umbrella is kind of like the jab. It's like a probe. We probe and we see what response we get. Okay. Versus green belt. Everybody up? Let's finish this up. Okay. Green belt, double stick versus single stick would be scenario. So you all stay with 2 sticks. Stay where you're at. I'm going to feed you single stick. Close the 1. Meet it and stay closed. Open the 2. Meet it and stay open. Close the 3. Meet it and stay closed. Open the 4. Meet it and stay open. And then go right down the pipe. Close the 5. Meet it and stay closed. Beautiful job. All right. And you know by now, because we've gone over it, I could give you any forehand, any backhand, any forehand, any backhand, right? And when we meet it, it's always on the high line. So if you've closed a forehand, you're always doing an angle 2 to meet it. If you've opened a backhand, you're always doing an angle 1 to meet it. And remember, everybody, what that's supposed to simulate. Everybody open? Let's kind of end on this, okay? So as you close, imagine you're doing a guntang on my arm or my hand. Then you hit me in the head. That's what you're really supposed to be doing. Then you hit my arm again as you open, and then you hit me in the head or the face. That's what we're really simulating, is like destroy the limb, hit the, Guru Dan always says the computer center, right? The computer center is your brain. We scramble the computer center, the system cannot function. So that's the idea. All right, very nice. Put your sticks down. All right. Chinese, Filipino, Thai, Indonesian, French, and Dog Brothers, Japanese. Thank you, gentlemen. Great job. I'm going to stop this recording.